Hello there, Libra. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. And this reading's going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign for March of 2017. And what I've done here is I pulled 4 cards for the month. We're going to use the bottom card for our overall view of the month. And we'll pull angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I'm not an astrologer, so I looked up the astrology for us, and it's in our 6th house, which is dependents and pets and fellow employees, employers, the people you work and service activity, your health, diet, the necessities in your life. And that sounds pretty serious, huh? Necessities in our life. It also said aunts and uncles, and this is where your health and your work come together. So kind of like if the work is affecting your health, who knows, something along those lines. But if you want more astrological stuff, I go watch Veroush, Veroosh, and she presents the astrology part in a way where I can understand it, and I don't do astrology. Trust me, I don't do astrology. Anyhow, spirits, I'm an empath, so I'll tell you that first. When you hear me say all of us are Libras out there now are named Frankie. It's a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you during the reading. And Spirit's given us a couple words before we start, and it's exploration, efficiency, openness, and they keep saying tell them be open and keep your sense of humor. So I don't know, because these are general readings, so this can be come down in a different area of your life for each and every one of us, even if it is, 6th house issues. It could be our love relationships, it could come down in career, for us. I'm thinking a lot of us, it's going to come career oriented or school, something like that that we're involved in. It can be relationship because there's a lot of decision cards in here. And our first card for the overall view of the month is the Five of Pentacles. Now, don't panic. Let's just figure it out from where it is. This Five of Pentacles means it's almost like a warning to us that we may be short on cash flow in and out throughout the month. So maybe if this is career job related for each one of us, it'll fall, like I said, in a different area. If it would be career job related, it would probably mean to us that maybe they're doing some cutbacks at work. You know, perhaps they're cutting back and giving us, someone we work with job to do on top of our job, and we're not getting any extra money for it. So, or that something we were planning on, right? Financially wise, usually because it is a pentacle, is not going to come through. So say we had a grant for college, or we signed for a bank loan or something like that, monies we were planning on may not come through in the way that we originally thought it was going to, or we made application for this grant or this loan or something and it didn't come through. So when I see the Five of Pentacles, it means hang on to your money. To me, if it was in a relationship sense, perhaps the hours are being cut back at my husband or wife's work. We might be a little bit short. But what they're telling me, because we have 8 here, we have 2 8s in here in this card, and with this card here too also, the one thing you want to remember is these people are supposedly standing out behind or in front of a church, and they're poverty stricken, but if they turn around they can walk through the door of the church. Now in this deck, this is the window of the church. Maybe they have to climb through, but there is help, or there is another way. So what they're saying is exploration. If this is, work related, explore different options, even if money is tight at my work or whatever, maybe there's something else I can do. Maybe I need to become more efficient, or look at, if it's work related, look at new work methods, let's say, to make it simpler, easier for me. Sometimes with this card, it can be that our spirituality right now is kind of lacking. Maybe it's because of our health or outside circumstances, or maybe our marriage or something is falling apart and we don't know which way to turn or what to do. But the card itself says there's always another way. That's how I feel. I feel really strongly about use your creativity. There's always another way, and keep that sense of humor. Because our next card, and like I don't believe these cards are going to go week by week. I believe they'll blend, like kind of a theme throughout the month of things we should pay attention to, keep our eyes open. Because our first card that I drew here is the Eight of Swords. I think I can get the glare off. And this is a card, this card, when you look at the Two of Swords, lady with her hands crossed over her chest that's got to make a really serious decision, and they're in a denial about the decision, or they don't want to face it. With the Two of Swords, like a bad marriage and it looks good to everybody else, but or don't you have the perfect job or the perfect career, but you're not making any money at it, one of those kind of things. And yeah, it's a perfect career if I wanted to live in poverty, like this Five of Pentacles. This card, there's choices to be made with the 8 versus a 2. Still choices. In the 2 card, I'm in denial that there's any other option. With this card, I am not in denial. I fully know every choice or decision that's in front of me that I could make, right? So Spirit's saying explore the options. With this card, I know they're there, but I have this blindfold on and I really don't want to do them. So what Spirit says with this card in particular is shake, the blindfold will fall off, the ties that are binding you, and supposedly these swords are in sand. So a sword's pretty heavy and sand's not real sturdy when you just pop it, the tip of the sword in there. So they're saying shake yourself, Libra, and let's just step backwards out of this blindfold. If you notice in this card, in my old deck, it's her eyes and nose covered, but her mouth is still open. In this deck, they even closed her mouth. So, maybe you want to use that sense of humor or that Libra balance, shake off these ties that are tying you up, and the blindfold that's keeping you supposedly blind to the decision and the choices that are there in front of us, and make that choice. It'll be the right one. So explore the options. If it's a career path or something, is it affecting your health? Is your job affecting your health, right? Is it a relationship that is bad and should have made the choices a long time ago because maybe it's just bankrupt? There's always a way out. Explore the options, get creative, get efficient, shake off these binders here, face it clearly and directly. They're saying you can back up. Remember, this is an 8. Go backwards through those swords. There's not one behind you. Go backwards and make the through, shake it off, look at clearly. These are my options, If it has to do with work, maybe use a new work method to get this work done faster. if I need to stay in the job situation, if it's a relationship that I know has been bad for a long time, or we're arguing a lot and nothing ever seems to get better, maybe it's time. The Spirit's saying maybe it's time. Maybe that's affecting my health, and maybe it's time that I walk away. Spirits, they're saying that we know the answer, because our next card here is the Moon card. You can see all what the dogs here howling at the moon, and a lot of times people think this is a negative card, but I don't feel it in this case as if it's negative. What I feel this moon card means to us this month is we need to go internally and look at what does this moon actually, what is it shining on? What is the light? It's shining on something that we know truly inside ourselves we have to do. So if we know inside of ourselves, like I said, these are general readings, and this is a major arcana. If we can take a few moments and sit with ourselves and explore those options or choices that we have to have, we're the ones that know that we need to make the choice, and we're the ones that will know the best path forward after we make this choice. So what they're saying is, don't doubt ourselves. Don't doubt our ability. If it's a work situation, do not doubt that you are capable of handling whatever, or if it's something new, because I'm saying new, be open. They said openness, be open to new. I got the cards laying everywhere here in front of me. New possibilities, new probabilities, right? Don't be saying, oh, they don't need me, so nobody else does, and get the inferiority complex, even if maybe they gave us the inferiority complex. Keep that sense of humor, because our next card here is the Magician. And when we see the Magician card, it's like there are new events, new openings, new opportunities that we can step forward into. So, new maybe work methods, new enterprises, new relationships, because this is a general reading. Maybe we've been in that marriage one day too long. And when we sit with ourselves and take off the blinders and make the choice, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, however, relationship, maybe friendship, we sit with ourselves a while and it's like, nope, there's nothing I'm getting here, and this is affecting me, like maybe physically or emotionally even. Spirit's saying we have that chance. When we have the Magician, we have every tool at our disposal that we need in order to make the choices or do the job, right? It's all in our hands. It's all within our capacity. So, once again, explore the options. Be a little bit more efficient. Use your sense of humor. Remember, with the Magician, we can do anything or manifest any path forward that we want. But the Magician is about using the appropriate tools for the appropriate job. The Magician is ready, willing, and able to manipulate any circumstance to benefit them. If we use this Magician power, this ability wrong, right, it comes back and bites us in the butt. So sit with yourself with that Moon card, take off that blindfold and those ties that are binding us up, and make the decision and choice to use the right tools for the job that we're doing, for the proper tools for the proper job, right? Use them real clearly, use them very creatively, explore what the options are, but this is going to come from within us, because we're the only ones that know what we are going through. That's what they just said to me. Be open to that guidance, okay? Each of us are individuals. Each of us, it's a different circumstance. You know, this is kind of like a new world times. You know, sometimes there's things that we just have to walk away from. And this is the Eight of Cups. And this is, you know, sometimes we expend energy, right, on and no matter how much energy we expend on it, right, it's like we keep hitting our head up against the brick wall. This is exactly what this Eight of Cups is. You can do it and do it and do it and do it, and the circumstances don't change. Finally, we turn around, we see all these cups, right, and we're like, okay, I'm finished, I'm done, I'm walking away. Sometimes this cup can be as simple as your kid going on to school or leaving the home and coming back in, or, you know, come back later. It's a temporary thing. And sometimes it's a permanent thing. You know, perhaps I've went as far as I can with the kid, you know, or the situation or the work matter, and no matter what effort I've expended, it's not got me anywhere. These cups are full. This person's walking, turning their back and saying, I'm not going to fill one more drop into any of these cups here. Not one more drop of my good, my abilities are being put into this cup. So, like I said, keep your sense of humor, be open, because remember with this Five of Pentacles here, all we had to do was open the door and walk in, there was other help. And with the Moon card there, we can shine the light if we take some time with our own spirit. We can shine the light on the situation that will show us what choice or path we should take. Because when I think of 8, I think of that infinity symbol, and it's coming to probably, I just said something like this, but when I see that 8, I think of infinity and I think of abundance. So, and I think of manifestation of something new and something amazing. And we have 2 8s in here, and the Moon card's 18. I know it adds up to 9. I can't add, believe it or not, but it still strikes me, those 3 8s within the reading. It strikes me like we're on a new path forward, and we know the decisions and choices that we should make, you know, to benefit ourselves. If there's more than one decision or choice, just remember, don't doubt that you are capable. We're Libra. We are capable. We are balanced. We are justice. You know, just they're saying, if it's something new, work method or something that I could take on to make it more efficient so it didn't have the big effect that it's having on me, or if it's a relationship, is there other decisions or choices I can make? It's not that we're Libras, we want to help everyone, you know, but they're kind of asking us to help ourselves this month. Help ourselves is the way they're putting it. You know, what is best for me as a Libra? What is best for me? You know, that does not mean, because when you have all these 8s, when you have these 8s in there, it means you must take into consideration the welfare of others also when we make this choice and decision. But the bottom line, me, Frankie, I always think, and I tell people this all the time, first comes spirit, source, God, whatever you want to call it. You say thanks to that energy, that power. You say thanks for what you have, and you take care of yourself, because if you don't, spirit's very simple. People complicate this. If you don't take care of you, where are you in order to take care of others. So it does not mean just ignore what everybody else's welfare and make the decision in a selfish manner. It's saying make the decision that preserves ourself and still benefits everyone else. So explore the options. If I've taken like this 8 of Cups here, it's the last step I can take. I can't go any further and I'm going to walk away. Then we walk away. Then we walk away. That's, keep your sense of humor about it and nothing. Remember these, and I don't know why they're telling me to say that. Remember all these cups are full. There's nothing I've ever done in my life that was wasted effort. Nothing, because it all adds to my skills. Whether it's a relationship, it adds to my relationship skills. If it's a career path, it added to new work methods or new modalities I was going to use. If it is a brand new enterprise with the magician here, right? Every step that I took filling up these cups has added to my experience as a human. And it makes me even more valuable. They said we're supposed to remember that. Maybe it will be a love relationship. Woohoo! Guess what we got? Interesting. I probably won't be able to read it. As bright as this computer screen looks, it's really dark in here. It's dreary outside. We got Cupid. I don't think Cupid just means love, but it means a lot of other things. Let's see here what it says. We send great waves of love into your heart and your mind, awakening your love for life itself. They did say this is where our work and our health go together. It says, your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. Well, I'm assuming we're going to have to walk through the door of this 5 of Pentacles and creatively get some help and shake off these binders here and use that magician in our internal light with the moon there to move forward or walk away, or maybe explore the options of, is it possible to change anything where I am at right now that makes it more efficient, makes it better or easier, or more in line with what I need and want for my own self. Let's see what the alternative meanings are here. I'm missing it. It says, this card comes to you because the angels see a desire for romance. Instead of fixing the externals in your love life, they're telling you with that moon card, they will assist you internally. That's why they put the moon card here. I think that's what it's all about, because if we don't love, even if this is our career or work, if we don't enjoy it, or at least some semblance of it, all of us have to do jobs that maybe we don't like yet sometimes, but we do them anyhow because we have families to support, or we have to support ourselves, or it's just cause that's what everybody does. Even if it's a work or a love relationship, it usually is going to take some work for us. It says, the angels say that romance springs from falling in love with the life itself, and when you let the angels awaken this love within you, you naturally attract and experience more romantic love in your relationships and more love, period. The additional meanings are surround yourself with romantic beauties such as roses and candles. Well, I'm assuming if we want to see those, we'd have to take that blindfold off of our eyes, huh? Give any emotional hurt that you have, which could be that spiritual thing with that 5 of Pentacles, can be spiritual too. Maybe we got hurt so bad that we just turned our back on it. Ask Archangel Michael to help you release any painful attachments to previous or current lovers, and clearly decide what you desire in your love life. Affirm it is safe for me to love and to be loved. I'm going to affirm also, because this is a general reading, it is safe for me to explore. It's safe for me to explore my options, and it's safe for me to explore what it is that I truly need. What it is that I truly need out of the given situation this month. Well, Libra, that's our reading for March. So I want to tell all of you, thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes, and all of your comments. I love your comments. I read each and every one, even though a lot of times I don't get to write back to you. I still read every single one. And right now I can't write back to you because for some reason I just tried it and my YouTube thing is not rating. So anyhow, if you want to know more about me, all the information's down below the screen with my website information. Go over if you just want to check me out, or if you want to schedule an appointment with me, all of the information is there. And for all of the people I've met through doing these YouTube videos the past year, and to all the people I've met through doing readings for 28 years, I want to tell each and every one of you, I really enjoyed it, and it's been an honor and a privilege to serve all of you. And hopefully, I will be back here next month. Bye-bye.